Children, we are learning the poem The Castle. The Castle, which is written by Edwin Muir. Already we have finished 3 stanzas. Just I would like to recap the poem The Castle. The Castle by Edwin Muir is a moving poem on the capture of a well-guarded castle. The soldiers of the castle were totally stress-free and relaxed. They were confident of their castle's physical strength. Through the turret's wall, they were able to watch the movers, and no enemy was found up to the distance of half a kilometer. And so, they seemed no threat to the castle. They had plenty of weapons to protect them and a large quantity of ration, food stock, to take care of well-being of the soldiers inside the castle. The soldiers stood one above the other on the towering wall and watching to shoot the enemy at sight. They believed that the castle was absolutely safe because their captain was brave and the other soldiers were loyal. Okay, children, let us go to the 4th stanza. What could they offer us for bait? Our captain was brave and we were true. There was a little private gate, a little wicket gate. The wizened warder led them through. What could they offer us for bait? They referred to the enemies. Us referred to the soldiers. What could the enemies offer to the soldiers for bait? What's the meaning of bait? Bait means something intended to give someone to do something. For your better understanding, I am telling you that's the meaning, like bribe. Our captain was brave and we were true. The soldiers, they are thinking, our captain was brave and we are very true to the captain. There was a little private gate. Everything is good. Everything is fine. Then what happened to the castle? Yes, there was a little private gate. A little wicket gate. Here, the soldier is blaming the gate. And he is telling that there was a little private gate. What's the meaning of private gate? That is evil gate. A little wicket gate. What is the meaning of wicket? That is also evil or morally wrong. Wicket gate, a small door. Wicket gate means a small door or gate. That the wizened warder let them through. Wizened warder. Wizened means already you know the meaning. In 10th standard also you studied. An aged or old god. In the first lesson we studied. In the Samachir Kalvi you might have known that. The wizened meaning. The wizened warder, the old age warder, let them through. Oh, then our maze of tunneled stone grew thin and treacherous as air. The cause was lost without a groan. The famous citadel overthrown and all its secret galleries bare. Look at the 5th stanza, children. Oh, then our maze of tunneled stone. What's the meaning? In every castle, there would be a secret path, that is confusing path. The enemies, they couldn't easily enter the castle. Oh, then our maze of tunneled stone. Oh, our winding and confusing path grew thin and treacherous as air. Our winding and confusing path grew weak and disloyal as the air, and paved the way for the enemies to enter. The cause was lost without a groan. The famous citadel overthrown, and all its secret galleries bare. They entered, the enemies, they entered our castle through the confusing path because the wizened warder, he opened the gate. The little gate was opened by the wizened warder. Through that gate, the enemies, they entered. So they knew about the confusing path. So, our winding and confusing path grew weak and disloyal as the air, and paved the way for the enemies to enter. The cause was lost without a groan. The famous citadel overthrown. The place of safety. Citadel means the place of safety. A safe and strong fort was overthrown, that is, conquered, and all its secret galleries bare. We don't have anything in the galleries. All the things which is in the gallery was caught by the enemies. Without a lament, our cause was lost. The famous place of safety, the citadel, was overthrown by the enemies, and all its secret galleries became empty. That is the meaning of the last 3 lines in the 5th stanza. Then come to the next stanza, that is the last stanza. How can this shameful tale be told? I'll maintain until my death we could do nothing, being sold. Our only enemy was gold, and we had no arms to fight it with. The narrator, the soldier, is asking us, how can this shameful tale be told to anyone? How the soldier can tell this story or this shameful act of the wicked warder, the wizened warder? How can he told? How can he tell? He couldn't. So what he is telling, I will maintain until my death. The soldier, he will maintain this secret until his death. He couldn't share this. He couldn't share this shameful act to anyone. He will keep this. He will maintain this until his death. We could do nothing, being sold. Our only enemy was gold. He is not blaming the soldier. He is blaming only the gold. Our only enemy was gold. We could do nothing, being sold. Why the warder, he opened the door? Because he was given by gold. So the enemy is only gold, not the soldier, old soldier. The old age soldier is not an enemy. The only enemy is gold, and we had no arms to fight it with. So if a person comes and fight, we could fight. How can we fight with the gold? We couldn't. So he is telling, and we had no arms to fight it with. They couldn't do anything but being sold to the enemies. Their enemy was money and gold only, and they had no weapons to fight it with. We can't fight with gold and money. We can fight with human. We can fight, we have weapons, and if they are having, the enemies also having weapon, we can fight. But how can we fight with the gold and money? That is impossible. So the castle which was captured by the enemies by children, we have finished the poem. Now we are going to learn the poetic devices in this poem. This is an allegorical poem. You should know about allegory. What is an allegory? An allegory is a figurative mode of representation conveying a meaning other than the literal. This poem, The Castle, can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. So we are calling this as allegory poem. Look at the first stanza. Already we have finished the first stanza, rhyme scheme and rhyming words. And let us go to the second stanza. Look at the second stanza. For what we thought had we to fear, with our arms and provender, load on load, our towering battlements tire on tire, and friendly allies drawing near on every leafy summer road. As I told you earlier, you should write the alliterated words for this stanza. I think and I hope that all you would have finished this. And I tell you, okay children, Let us read the first stanza. All through that summer at ease we lay, and daily from the turret wall we watched the movers in the hay, and the enemy half a mile away. Look at the line, and the enemy half a mile away. The poetic device which is present here is imagery. What is imagery? That imagery is the expression of one's meaning by using language that normally signifies the opposite, typically for humorous or emphatic effect. So here we do have that imagery. Come to the next stanza. For what we thought had we to fear, with our arms and provender load on load, our towering battlements tire on tire, and friendly alleys drawing near on every leafy summer road. Look at the second line in the second stanza. With our arms and provender load on load, the imagery is present. As I said in the first stanza, imagery is present in the second line. You underline the second line and note it, imagery is there. And come to the last line, on every leafy summer road, metaphor is here. You know very well about a metaphor, even though I am telling you now. It is an implied simile used without as, like, or just as. So metaphor is here in the road. The summer road is like leaf or leafy summer road. Here metaphor is there. And come to the next stanza, that is our gates were strong, our walls were thick, so smooth and high, no man could win. Here and all alliteration is there. And come to the fourth stanza. What could they offer as for bait? Look at the first line of the fourth stanza, children. The poet is asking question to the readers. Whether he could get the answer from the readers? No. So even though he is asking question, so this question is called as a rhetorical question. The poetic device which is present here is rhetorical question. What could they offer us for bait? That is rhetorical question. And come to the third line of the fourth stanza. There was a little private gate. I have to tell you here, irony is there. There was a little private gate. So the gate is very important in this poem, because the old age warden, he opened the private gate. From that gate only the enemies they entered. But here he is calling this gate as private gate. The gate plays a vital role in this poem castle, because it is the main point. It is the cause of the arresting the soldiers. But the poet tells this as private gate. So this private gate, it is called as irony. Let us read the fifth stanza. Oh, then our maze of tunneled stone. In this line, metaphor is there. Underline the line. Underline the maze of tunneled stone. The hidden simile is there. So it is called as metaphor. So come to the next line. Grew thin and treacherous as air. You know well, this line is having simile. Grew thin and treacherous as air. So simile is here. And come to the next stanza. How can this shameful tale be told? Again we have rhetorical question is here. The poet, he couldn't get answer from the readers, even though he is asking question. How can this shameful tale be told? So rhetorical question is there. I'll maintain until my death. We could do nothing being sold. Our only enemy was gold. And we had no arms to fight it with. Read the line. Our only enemy was gold. How the gold can be an enemy to the human being? So gold is personified here. Gold is personified as enemy. So here underline the line, note it, personification. So we have completed the poetic devices for the poem The Castle. I hope, children, that you would have understood the poem well, the poetic devices and the meaning, everything. So what you have to do? Study well the book back question and answers thoroughly, and take one notebook and write the rhyme scheme and rhyming words for every 4 lines, and go through the question and answers and write one time and send it to me. You can use the PDF form of answers which I sent you earlier. After watching the audio visual, you have to take one notebook and write the question and answers which is given in the book back, and get the answers from the PDF notes and write the answers and send it to me immediately. I expect all the children, you must submit the answers for the book back questions before 8:30 p.m. We are nowadays free. Wednesday only you are having English class, morning Tamil class. So you must write it and send it to me immediately, children. And I am going to conduct test on Sunday from the prose part and the poem part. So you should be ready to face the test, a small test, because I have to conduct, otherwise you will forget everything. So study well and write and send it to me, and I hope you would cooperate with me. And one thing I would like to share, that corona is very pandemic nowadays, so be safe at home with your family members. Take care of your health. Eat healthy food. Okay children, today class is over. See you in the next class. Good luck.